Hello and welcome to another edition of Momentum. I'm your host, John Mercado. On today's show, we're going to talk to two students who have just recently participated in one of the Bagley College's study abroad programs. Those two students are Nykea Brown, an industrial and systems engineering student from Forest, Mississippi, and Monica Warren, a mechanical engineering student from Corinth, Mississippi. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
All right. So let's start by having y'all tell us, what made you want to participate in study abroad in the first place?
You want to go first?
I'll go. Growing up, I've always kind of gone on different vacations. We've always really been big on travel with our family, and I really wanted to do something with my college career that helped me get more involved with school while also seeing a different part of the world, and I'd never been to Europe, so when I saw Germany, I was like, let's go.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. We've always traveled, and so I kind of decided at the last minute, and I told my parents, and my parents were like, well, if you really want to go, you can go. And so I was like, well, Germany, that's the place right there. And I've always wanted to go. And it was like Munich, Germany. I was like, yes, I'm going. So yeah, that definitely was a reason I signed up.
And so had you guys been out of the country before? You've been to Europe or any other foreign countries before this?
I had been out of the country, but not to Europe,
Not to
just
Europe, okay.
places on this side of the ocean.
Same places on this side of the ocean.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, what did you think about Europe versus the United States? What kinds of things sort of stood out during the experience as being very different, or you were kind of surprised at how similar it was?
I was surprised at how similar. Besides the not having ranch to eat with my fries, it was great. It was being able to communicate where they still understood what I was saying. It was awesome. All the museums, I love museums, so it was great going to museums, different ones, and not seeing the same thing, but seeing different things. Traveling, I never rode the train. Well, that does go with me living in Mississippi, but
Right.
with riding the train and getting back and forth and learning the route so easily was amazing to me. So
Yeah, public transportation was the biggest shock. I was not very good at that. It took me a while to catch on to that. I got lost a few times, but that was the biggest shock. The biggest thing I noticed that I loved, that I wish America had more of, is they put so much of an effort into the way things look. They have flowers everywhere and plants everywhere. I love that. I was inspired. I'm landscaping my house tomorrow because Europe is so beautiful. They just have flowers and plants everywhere, and they really put an effort into the way things look.
yeah, she
I
bought
love
flowers
that.
every chance she could.
Yeah,
so,
I bought them for our apartment.
Like, she bought flowers
They're
every day.
everywhere. You
I
can
was
buy them
like,
everywhere.
What are you doing? Where did you get flowers for? She said, they were just so pretty, and we don't have these in America.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm going back to sleep now.
So I gather from your comments that you two were roommates while you were there.
Oh, yeah.
How did that go?
Yeah. The first day, I did not talk to her.
At all. Like, not at all.
Like, she was asking questions, and I was like, ugh, I'm trying to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then she was like, Kim, you have to talk to me. And I was like, I really don't.
Yeah, the first day I was like, all right, got to get to know her. We've never met each other, and here we are going to be living together. So I was like trying to be all friendly and stuff, and she just totally shut me out. And I thought it's going to be a long month for her because I'm not going to give up all month. We're going to be best friends, whether she
Not
wants to
gonna
be or
give
not.
up. Yeah. And then
But
it was
look
like
at us now.
her sugar dropped or something, and I was like,
yeah.
oh my God. Like, she would not stop talking. I was like, okay, I have to talk to her now. We have to talk about something. And it was like, I said,
Yeah.
let's just go get you some candy. It's just like, okay.
That's how you do it. You got to wear them down. You just got to keep trying.
And then for that, it's been history, waffles,
Yeah.
strawberries,
Yeah.
blueberries.
We bonded over food mostly.
Yeah,
Okay.
chicken mostly.
Chicken.
Bonded
Fried
over chicken
Yeah.
and pizza.
So what about, there was 19 of you total. What about, did you know any of the other people? How easy, if you didn't know any of them, how easy was it to kind of get to know them, get along, that sort of stuff? What was the dynamic like in terms of the whole group?
We were really one big family. It was amazing how all of us bonded together, where we all just came together. Like, we hung out so much. It was like, you're gonna be here a month with each other. You might as well bond.
Right.
And it was amazing how we just all came together. Like, it was like, well, let's go to Dalton and Garrett's room, which is where we spent
We're
majority
always there,
of the
yeah.
time. or even if you came down to the lobby, you saw at least 10 of us in the lobby together, whether it was us just working on the paper or planning our weekend trips. So we did a lot of traveling in Europe together. So it was like, well, these are kind of like brothers and sisters away from home, honestly.
Yeah, well, I only knew one person, so pretty much everybody was, and I didn't even know them very well, so it was pretty much new, but we all have so much in common because we're all engineering students at State together, so that really helped us. I don't know, I think that really helped us to get along good because a lot of us have the same interests and things like that, and yeah, really from day one, that bike tour, we were all just pretty much best friends. I felt comfortable talking to whoever, and yeah, we bonded really quickly.
And even some of us are taking the same classes now
Yeah.
for the upcoming semester. So it's like, ooh, I'm
Yeah.
glad I met them because they'll help you. And I don't believe there's nothing we won't do for each other, even after the fact of the trip being over.
And that's what's great is we all get to come back to Starkville together, you know, and it's like, oh, well, we don't, it's not like you see each other and then you're gone. Like, we all come back here together and we see each other pretty regularly. And like she said, I have some classes with some people. And
We just hang out like we never are apart. We talk every day.
So you mentioned the bike tour. What kinds of things did you do as a group while you were there? Some of the group excursions or trips or things like that?
The first thing that we did was a bike tour on the first day, and that was awesome because we got to go around Munich and get oriented to the city, and so we knew where things were and kind of how to get around, that kind of thing. What were other things that we did?
Museums. We did a tour of all the gardens.
Oh, yeah.
We did, the lake was definitely my favorite, the English Garden.
Oh, the English Garden. Yeah, that was
Yes.
cool.
A group of us floated down the river, which was amazing. We did that every chance we got.
Yeah, that was my favorite thing to do in Munich was float down the English River for sure.
Yeah, we did that every chance we got, so that was amazing.
We're going to take a quick break and then we'll come back and talk to you for a few more minutes. So we'll be right back.
When you're the best, everyone wants to see what you'll do next. At Mississippi State University, our team of world-class rocket engineers is venturing beyond boundaries, building rockets like none before. We're launching a new era of space exploration. We've developed cutting-edge technology that's helping us build a rocket that can travel at 4 times the speed of sound. Fast? Yes. But more importantly, revolutionary. For you and for a space program that produces many of the conveniences we enjoy today. We're shaping your life in ways you never dreamed. What's next? Watch us and see.
What if you could be part of one of the top engineering schools in the nation without ever leaving the coast? Well, now you can. Mississippi State's collaboration with Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College allows you to earn core credits while pursuing a 4-year degree in mechanical or electrical engineering, all in the same location. And with classes taught by MSU professors, the world-renowned education you couldn't find anywhere else is now in your own backyard. To learn more about this great opportunity, visit us online.
Imagine a helmet so protective that it transforms the safety of the game. We are at Mississippi State University, where we ring true.
Welcome back. We're talking with Nykea Brown and Monica Warren, two Bagley College of Engineering students who recently participated in one of the college's study abroad programs. So obviously this is has an academic component. So tell me about what you did academically while you were over there, the course you took and the types of things that you did.
Well, we took tech writing with John Brocato.
Hey.
And it was great. It was great.
Those are your comments?
Yeah, that's my comment. It was great.
So we learned how to technically write, so to write about things in our field and to be able to effectively explain ourselves when we're working with like complex experiments or trials or whatever it may be that we're doing in our field. And we got some pretty fun assignments, honestly. We got to talk about some like controversial issues and present, and honestly, I think that kind of brought our class together even more, is that we all had the same type of assignments and sitting around working on them together and stuff. I mean, I liked that aspect of it.
Yeah, she would give like very formal comments, and my comments would be like, "That's dumb. You can't say that." So
Yeah,
I was more
helping
of
each other edit and stuff.
the straightforward person. Like, okay, this sounds
Always.
dumb, but everybody else would explain. Like, you just can't say that sounds like that. We know how you feel, but I was like, okay. But it still sounds dumb. But it was a great class. My favorite part was definitely the Challenger. Explaining that and working with the guys that I worked with, which was amazing. Because when I'm really the only girl in most groups, sometimes your voice is not heard. But in this group with these guys, I felt like my voice was heard. I felt like I was a major part of it, which was great, and I loved my group, and our grade reflects that I loved my group.
Hey.
So it was great. It was a great opportunity.
Well, that sounds like a great experience all around. Shifting gears a little bit as we close out, what are you guys are obviously still students here on campus taking classes. What are some things you're involved with in the college outside of the classroom?
One thing that I've been involved with is the co-op and internship program.
Okay.
So last semester, I spent the semester in North Carolina working with a chemical company. And that's one thing. Shout out to the co-op and internship program, because they offer amazing experiences. North Carolina was amazing, and next spring I'm getting to go to Nevada for the whole semester. So I'm really excited about that. Definitely a huge advocate for them. It's been the most amazing part of my college career.
Oh, one of my favorite parts of my college career is definitely working with the Access program, with helping students with learning disabilities transition into being independent or semi-independent throughout college, and it's absolutely amazing and rewarding, and I love my job. So it's amazing. And I also am on the ISE team with a whole bunch of girls, and girls rule the world, honestly.
Yes, heck yes.
So it's amazing. Just getting involved on campus is definitely amazing. All the opportunities that Mississippi State has granted us, and hopefully I'll get my degree soon.
Hopefully. That's the goal.
Well, Nykea and Monica, it sounds like study abroad was a great experience. Thank you for being here to share that with us, and best of luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you.
That's all we have time for today. Remember, you can follow us on social media at MSU Engineering via Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you for joining us.